So, Ishwarya, the first in the Yama is ahimsa. You mentioned about that, your thoughts, how you're with yourself, with your others. But, since we also mentioned environment, the harmony, when you are together with your thoughts, with others, that harmony also comes in how we treat the environment, which is so important these days. And ahimsa is also, when we talk about non-violence, it's not just violence out there, it's those thoughts we have. When we have violent thoughts, it is a form of ahimsa that happens within your own self. So the other aspect of this is, which is very important, being in the West, well, even in the East, is santosha, contentment. We have so much. We have so much abundance. We have so much in this part of the world. Yet that contentment is lacking because it's all to do with the material. We are acquiring. We are, I also look at myself. Okay, do I need this? But we are a consumer-driven society, and that contentment creates that chaos that you need to have this, and it takes away from, that the yoga of like being, but more doing to get.
Yes, that message is driven in so much that that the happiness, your ability to experience happiness is dependent on your ability to acquire things, and then you acquire the thing, and that you find that, okay, maybe for a short time you have acquired it, you may have experienced some amount of happiness, but it doesn't last. It's not an everlasting happiness. So the journey, of healing, of life, whether you acknowledge that you need to be healed or not, but everybody's desire is to have everlasting happiness.
That's right.
And you keep searching for it outside. You keep thinking, let me climb this mountain. Once I see the peak, I'll be happy. So for some people, when they go hiking, until they get to the top, they're so restless, because it's not done until they get to the top. But for some people, yes, they like to see. I'm that kind of person. I like to see. My brother, he likes to go to the top. But me, I like to see. I like to look at the plants. I like to look at the different kinds of mushrooms growing on the stumps. And that gives me happiness. Reaching the top, yes, okay, the view is beautiful. That also gives you happiness. But when you're so driven by wanting to achieve happiness from outside, then over time you yourself will come to the realization that that it's not making you happy. So there's something missing from outside. And where is the happiness originating? It's within you, right? Where is the sadness originating? Also within you. The sense of lack, it's also originating within you. And so everlasting happiness, if there is such a thing, because if you're seeking it, it must be there. So it also must come from within you. And then a lot of people, yes, in the West, I know lots of people who don't have everything, right? You just go few meters from where we stay and you see people where I stay, and you see people who don't have. I used to see people living in the bush. And it's not that everybody has everything just because they're living in the West. In fact, sometimes I feel life is much harder living here than living in India. So where everything is very convenient, easily available at the snap of your finger. And so, but again, it is how you take it. So your difficulty is what you make of it.